When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks.
Exactly.
So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install ingrain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
Good morning, citizens. Your overnight account balances have been updated. Time to start a productive day. Final notice, your account balance is below 500. You need 50 credits by the end of the day to avoid automatic eviction. If you have missed work due to illness, you must provide a doctor's note to reclaim your credits.
Any extra credits? Please.
Tensions are high today, with more people planning to join the Citizens Against Digital Control protest. Remember, the government knows who you are at all times. Resisting is not worth the consequences. All of their newest social credit systems are designed to keep you and your families safe and efficient.
Authorities seized a record balance of an individual's credits, citing excessive hoarding.
Traffic violation detected. 7 miles per hour over the limit. 75 credits have been automatically deducted.
You have to be fucking kidding me.
Yep, you got the flu. Your blood work shows a significant iron deficiency. I recommend incorporating more red meat into your diet.
Dr. Jones, your taxes were not filed and have been automatically deducted with late fees. Your medical license has been revoked.
Oh, hell nah, I filed an extension.
Purchase denied. Monthly red meat allowance exceeded. Try mealworms instead. Attention. Unauthorized political gathering detected. Participants' access to financial services has been suspended. Due to the speeding infraction, your car will be immobilized for 3 days.
Fuck you! Take your surveillance policies and rot in hell!
You've earned 50 bonus credits for reporting your neighbor's hateful misconduct. This content exceeds your current social credit tier. May we suggest citizen responsibility? Sarah, open the door. You have been identified by the authorities. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist.
Here. And the beast system is here. And most people are still asleep. It's being unrolled right before our eyes, quietly, deceptively, by the very people we've been trained to admire, trust, and even worship. Celebrities, politicians, tech gods, wolves in sheep's clothing. The masses cheer while the noose tightens. I was just a young man when the Lord brought something to me that I would never forget. A little black and white comic by Jack Chick, simply titled The Beast. Written in 1966, it laid out a chilling prophecy. With the use of computers, the beast will be able to control every person on the globe. The idea of a global surveillance system digital currency or predictive AI seemed like science fiction, he said, but you will live to see this prophecy fulfilled. Keep this book as a memory of our meeting, and when the time comes, share it with the world. And so I did. That moment has come full circle. The beast system is no longer just a warning in a comic. It is the infrastructure of our reality, powered by artificial intelligence, biometric data, and a society seduced by convenience. We carry it in our pockets, teach it to our children, and invite it into our homes. The beast system is here.
In the United Kingdom, if you do not have digital ID, it's as simple as that. Today, I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. The truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes.
No to digital ID law! We say no! No to digital ID! No to digital...
We'll make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
2026, every baby born in the U.S. will get a digital ID at birth. Not just name and date. We're talking fingerprints, retina scan, even DNA. This ID will be required for school. January 2026, every baby born in the U.S. will get a digital ID at birth. Not just name and date. We're talking fingerprints, retina scan, even DNA. This ID will be required for school, hospitals, even phone apps. And parents, you don't get a choice, it's federal law. Some states say, no digital ID, no health insurance. Supporters call it protection. Critics call it control. So what do you think, child safety or a lifetime of surveillance? Comment below and follow before this becomes your reality.
If they start requiring digital ID to use the internet, what are you going to do? Think about it. YouTube, Google, Spotify, maybe even email. If they tie it all to a digital ID and you refuse, you're locked out. But here's the thing, we still have time. The internet wasn't built by big tech, and we don't have to let them own it. Start here. Ditch Gmail for Proton Mail or Tutanota. Use Brave.
Hey, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rachah the ones of the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your brothers in the highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Alright, Lord willing, we'll find that number to be delivered. So what you just watched was a montage of videos, pretty much depicting that, we're at the end of this thing. The stage is already set. Alright, the stage has already been set, and now they just gotta pull open the curtains. For a time in one's life to truly want to be right, this is that time, right? And it's really quiet out there in the world as far as all those scoffers and scorners, who've come up against us through the years. No one's really saying shit. Why? Because the prophecies are speaking. All right? And there's nothing now that you could ever say that would persuade you in your mind that the MOTB, is not the mark of the beast that is spoken about. Nobody's saying a damn thing but the men who are crying and sighing on the highways and byways. All right, so let's get into these scriptures. This is 1 Peter 4:7. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Right. The end of Esau's world, his power structure, his way of life, his way of thinking. his wickedness. These are the things that are at hand. This is the end of his world, the end of his rulership. Okay? And you people should know that the closer we get to these things being fulfilled, the closer we are to getting delivered out of Babylon the Great. Okay? And it says, be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Right? Let your eye be single. Don't get caught up and let somebody take your crown and get you caught up in some nonsense, some bullshit. These are very, very serious times that we're living in right now. All right? And you better fear Yahweh Shai, for he has already proven time again that he's no respecter of persons, man. He's no respecter of persons. So again, it'll behoove you people to get yourselves in order, all right, before it's too late. Therefore, be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Don't get kept and swept away with all this other bullshit that's going on. Even these protests, the protests that's going to be going on, the ability to go into the store and buy shit, get gas, all these things are coming to an end. All right? All of it. This is Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And this is one of the things that he's been so good at doing, not keeping him at home or minding his business. Esau has always set up, missions that would go into a different country, cause all kinds of havoc, and then they flee in the shadow of the night. And next you know, it's on CNN about some shit went down. Okay? The time is up for these devils, man. The time is truly up. They have reigned. They have destroyed. They have lied. They have deceived. They have done all these things throughout the years, man. Now your time is up. Continuing on. It says, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And what we've seen in these videos, these are the things that are going to connect him to heaping up all nations and all people, having dominion and control over them. All right? When you go as far as to try to seize something and take over it and own it, all right, you're going to do whatever you want with that thing. So being aware of the time that you're living in, being aware of, the words that are being spoken, all these things are essential, man. And then a damn thing anybody can do to stop it. That's the beauty about what's going on right here through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. That's the true beauty of it. Not a damn person gonna be able to stop these prophecies. All right? And like I said earlier, these internet platforms are becoming very quiet, because now people are starting to see what the truth really is. Okay? This is on Daniel 8:25. And it says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper. Now that's one of the key things about what he does, what Esau does. He's always been able to cause craft to prosper. Right? And now that, we're looking at the end of his reign and the end of his, his power structure, he's going to be wicked, really wicked, in the causing of craft to prosper. All right? And it says, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. Right? And this is a classic indicator of who it is, man. Esau says to himself, who shall bring me down to the ground? There's no nation bigger or stronger. You hear all the pompness that Donald Trump speaks. It's time, man. The time is here. Continuing. It says, shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Right? He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right? So that time is going to come. They're going to try to fight. They're going to think they're going to overthrow Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They think they're going to overthrow the hopeful elect. You know? But it's all going to come to naught. Why? Let's get it. Job 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, right? When he is about to fill his belly, just when he's rubbing his hands together, salivating, talking about, yeah, we're about to get this done. We're about to do it. It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. All right? Nobody else is talking about these things. Nobody else is talking about the returning of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with great fierce and anger. Right? Nobody's talking how he's going to fight for the hopeful elect, but the men of the Lord. So a lot of you are out here any damn way because you don't believe. You have zero faith. Okay? And finishing off, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So again, just when they think they're going to get, total and utter forever domination, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to cast them down. All right? But the stage is set. The pieces of the puzzle are in place. You see? And this is what we've been waiting for. These are the times that we've been waiting for. From 2008, so-called 2009, up until present, man. Now we're seeing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai unfold and come to pass. And we know it's beautiful. A lot of you people can't even perceive what's happening. You're so charged up and ready to go out and protest. You're ready to go protest. You're ready to go march down some big vacant road on a Sunday. When nobody's in office. You people got it all wrong, man. You got it all wrong, and it's all backwards. Anytime a group of people truly want to rally to let their voices be heard, do that shit on a Monday morning. Go right to the legislator's house or office or, wherever they be. Wherever they be sitting at a table. Go right there and do and let your words be known. Don't go on a Sunday when everybody's home. That makes no sense. Again, this place is all backwards. But the Lord's going to put something in play where it's going to stir these people up, man. It's going to stir these people up. Whether it be Esau taking out a Jake, or for Jake take out an Edomite. However and whatever the Lord does, it's going to rile the people up. All right? And with that tension, with these tensions that are going to boil and boil over, that's when you're going to see these martial law troops. All right? You're going to see all these, entrances and all these streets and, throughways cut off. And ultimately, it's about pushing that MOTB. All right? The time of Jacob's trouble is at hand. And this is going to bring a lot of trouble. Now there's talk about this government shutdown and the SNAP benefits, which is the food benefits. You know, they're in the midst of telling people, if there's a full shutdown, you ain't gonna be eating at the hands of the government. You ain't gonna be eating. So it's gonna up the stakes for Isaiah 4:1 to come into play. And then it's gonna be at our discretion who stays or who goes. All right. So with that, I'm gonna end it there. But again, that first, several clips were just an insight of what's happening. We here, man. We at that time. The time is now. They've rolled it out in the UK. They're ready to put the ball in motion. They're ready to put their money where their mouth is. And it's only going to be a greater spectacle when it starts here in Babylon the Great, man. All right. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. And I'll see you brothers in another one.